Welcome back to the show, and that was a wonderful start to the show already, and I am excited to interview him because this is my first time that I'm going to interview him. And as my first time, so that I'm going to like question everything that I have. So I'm really excited. As I said, we have the frontman with us. The especially जहिले पनि मैले भन्छु एउटा initiation एउटा केही पनि कुरा found गर्न चाहिँ find गर्न चाहिँ it is really tough thing, and whenever you've done it, you get a huge responsibility. And talking about this 20 years, to talk about it more and to learn from him more, I would like to welcome Sareen Deoja. You're on the studio. So Sareen Deoja, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Moini, for welcoming me.
Well, how have you been?
I've been doing good. Not bad, not bad.
All good? Well, दाइ मैले अघि पनि भनेको थिएँ यो 20 years of journey होइन. So Monkey Temple को यो 20 years of journey from 1998 to your जहाँ तपाईँहरूले St. Xavier'sबाट सुरुवात गरेको यो कुरा यहाँसम्म पुग्दाखेरि how do you feel अनि what is the feeling like?
It's overwhelming. Basically, like it takes a long time, but like कस्तो हुन्छ भने like अब songs that I wrote back in the days एउटा मेरो घरको कोठामा बसेर लेखेको गीत चाहिँ अब पूर्वदेखि हरेक ठाउँमा चाहिँ पुगेको र मान्छेहरूले गाएको सुन्दा
हजुर हजुर
it's an overwhelming feeling.
Of course. मैले त्यही नै भनिरहेको थिएँ लाइक अब तपाईँहरूको एल्बमको डेब्युदेखि बिचमा भएको लाइनअप चेन्जदेखि लिएर यो सबै कुराहरूले कतिको असर पारेन कस्तो भयो?
नेपालमा बेसिकली जे पनि गर्न गाह्रै छ तर म्युजिक चाहिँ अझै गाह्रो छ किनभने लाइक when you start like it's basically because of how passionate you are, not because like you're looking for profit, you're looking for like there's nothing behind when you start or while you're struggling, so basically like त्यो phase नै एउटा चाहिँ त्यो ठुलो phase हो के if you can cross that phase हुन्छ नि you're there हुन्छ नि if you can't like you just like you phase out you just get lost हुन्छ नि so basically so music has been difficult, but like music is not only like a passion for me, it has become an addiction now. That's my addiction. Some people have some kind of music is my addiction now, so I can't stop like playing music in front of people or creating music or writing music. So basically like about music like I can't find the balance in my life.
Well, that sums up all. तर अहिले नै कुरा गरौँ लाइक हामीले त यो भिडियो मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै मन परायो हो है. सो सँगै बाँचौँ न भने द भिडियो इज इट्सेल्फ भेरी गुड, तर गीत त अब पहिल्यै थर्ड एल्बमकै हो यो होइन.
यो त खास भन्ने थर्ड एल्बम होइन यो दिस सङ वाज कम्पोज ब्याक इन 98-99 र हाम्रो फर्स्ट एल्बममा 2002मा निस्क्या हो यो गीत. तर त्यो बेला पनि यो गीत चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले मन पराइदिनु भएको थियो र त्यहीबाट नै ब्यान्डको एउटा नाम क्रिएट भएको थियो होइन. तर लाइक त्यो 2002 को like recording quality त्यो बेलाको like to not like recording quality was good for that time. It was really good for like what we did at that time. The studio पनि like we recorded at BMI, one of the best studios at that time. तर टेक्नोलोजी नै त्यति भइसकेको थिएन क्या 2002 मा. So अनि कस्तो भयो नि त्यो एल्बम निकालेपछि like हाम्रो founding members like we were all from St. Xavier's हुन्छ नि, we all like went abroad including me, like did our bachelors, some are still there, some are doing something हुन्छ नि. So when we had that big gap after 2002 like 8-9 years before I came back, so we were already like not in the scene. We were like a band of yesteryears. So like we had a hard time coming back again. But then I thought about redoing those songs, Acoustic 11 and Songai Bachune. So we re-recorded that in an album that was like a self-titled third album, Monkey Temple. And to re-record 2014 ma gareko thiयौ र त्यसलाई मैले बिस्तारै भिडियोमा हुन्छ, not like त्यो लिएरै हाल्नु भन्दा like 2017. So like हुन्छ नि, so basically like त्यसरी भएको हो यो चाहिँ.
Well, it's just beautiful. I would just say मलाई भिडियो एकदमै मन पर्छ पनि. अनि मैले चाहिँ मेरो कन्सेप्चुअलाइजेसनमा चाहिँ यस्तो पनि फलोवर्सहरू छ तपाईँहरूको जसको चाहिँ म्युजिक भिडियो डिरेक्ट आइसकेपछि मात्रै त्यो दे वाच इट आउट नि त. सो त्यतिखेर त्यो वाच आउट गर्ने अफिसियल भिडियो हेरिसकेपछि चाहिँ रेस्पोन्स कस्तो आएको छ अहिले भर्खरै यो म्युजिक भिडियो रिलिज भएको कुरामा चाहिँ?
Basically it's a mixed response of we put it out there, like people, you know, like everybody is different, people have their own opinions and some people have their own choices. So like to response I don't really give like I check out all the comments, but like I don't really stress upon that. So basically,
okay.
like it's a mixed response, boy, basically. Like some people really like it, some people don't like it, some people even think that it's a very new song, so it's good for us because I think of them as our brand new audience. And some people already know that this is a song of yesteryears, which recently we redid the recording and it came out again on a video. So it's all mixed feelings. Some people don't like the video, some people like the model, some people don't like the model, some people like this, some people like this and that. Boy.
Alright, okay, so it's a mixed emotions though. Well, अब भन्नु पर्दा Monkey Temple के ल्याउँदैछ? What is on your list or upcoming thing from the band?
This is like a more like I was here, but like more recently ferry abroad so I come here like right now more like every year. That's my plan. Only like we played like 17 gigs
this
in New York and some like 1 month 20 days my mobile time so that's like so and we made one video that's out. It already has like 200,000 views almost. Next thing we're shooting another video this Saturday. So it's a brand new song. We have already recorded that song. You git ko title is Jivan ko Rail. So I'm not gonna talk about the story or anything, but like the next video is on the line, which will be out on the 13th of this month. Before I leave, I leave on the 15th.
Okay.
But it'll be out. I'm sorry, it'll be out on the 13th.
Well, अब अहिले त धेरैजनाको यही नै छ नि त because they have this passion तपाईँले भन्नुभयो जस्तो for music and everything, and whenever artists who are leaving outside they come here, they try and make everything better गर्न खोज्ने अथवा केही न केही म्युजिकको लागि गरेर जाउँ भन्ने feeling छ. How is life different there, here? How do you analyze? Also, of course.
Baira, basically, life is different, but I'm still doing music with a lot of studio musicians from Switzerland. Asti, we had like a UK tour, Monkey Temple go, which was like made of Swiss studio musicians plus साथीहरु उनीहरुले backup गरेको थियो with Pratap Bhai, हाम्रो drummer, who's been with me for like almost 6 years. Like so he came to Switzerland, then we went to UK. So I'm playing music with them, and then I have my business on the side. I have my family, of course, my wife and my son. So I'm playing music anywhere I am.
So you find it answer whenever you come here, you make sure that you also be with the Nepali audience here in Kathmandu.
Yeah, I'm intact with Nepali audience through YouTube, Facebook. Through YouTube, I also I have always kind of put on concept, like created a set and everything for video making up till now. But recently, त्यो समयको video also, like me with my wife, we made that video like मेरो धेरै direction छ त्यो भिडियोमा अनि like camera angles यताउति plus like spotters. So I've recently started making videos as well. So I'll be making more videos while I'm there. So so videos through YouTube. I'll still be like, I'll keep myself updated. My plan is that, and then when I come back for 2 months, like, we're gonna play gigs.
So it's going to be next year that you're gonna come back.
Yeah,
again.
Of course. Again and again.
Again and again. Welcome you back, Hot Seat Ho. And the show comes to you every week, Thursday, Belkiko, say 7 to 8. So 7 बजेदेखि 8 बजेको बिचमा चाहिँ हामी आउने गर्छौं नि. As a Hot Seat मा Sareen Deoja हुनुहुन्छ. We're talking with him. Well, I really wanted to ask that अब त्यो 998 को कुरामा return back हुँदै हैन. I would really wanted to ask, how did the कसरी चाहिँ band let's do together, let's do music together भन्ने, how did it started?
What happened is like हामी सबै St. Javiers को साथीहरु.
हजुर.
St. Javiers every year there used to be like a music festival back in the days. I don't know if it's still around.
मेला चाहिँ हुन्छ अहिले पनि.
मेला हुन्छ. There used to be like music festival where like हुन्छ नि schools like AVM, Elite's Coed, Gyano, that used to participate back in those days, and I don't like music as a as a competition, but like that. So basically, हामीले चाहिँ त्यो बेलातिर चाहिँ for that I think we formed the band, हैन. अनि like we were 4, Devashish Yundan, Sanjay Rana, Subodh Gurung, and we were 4 members. We formed the band, and I think we played in that festival like earlier around, but we didn't really make it to like wherever we had to go at that time. Or त्यसपछि like that was actually like how the band formed, I would say, at the corridors of St. Javier Jaulake. Like we were all like really into like rock music. We all loved rock music, so that's how it happened.
Alright. And especially about like coming to the serious form or coming to basically albums and coming to professional music industry, how did that work then?
Okay, so what happened was like we never at that time because that was when we were like in 8th grade, 8th, 9th grade. We never thought about it like professionally. हामीले चाहिँ त्यो लिउला भनेर कहिले सोचेकै थिएन. So we played a lot of underground gigs हुन्छ नि. त्यो बेलामा GA Hall was one of the main area. अहिले जहाँ त्यो के अरे फुटबल उ छ नि. That's where we used to play a lot of gigs. We had a lot of gigs there हैन. अनि त्यसपछि like Verge Inn Club, Verge Inn. Yeah, but Solti Morma त्यहाँ हुन्थ्यो. So we had like underground venues, and we used to organize gigs with other bands like Ex Marica, अनि Albatross, I know. And so we used to like organize gigs with Flower Generation थियो त्यो बेलामा Wild Grass भन्ने थियो. अनि we used to organize gigs and we used to play together. हुन्छ नि GA Hall मा अब कहिले सेन्ट मेरीज केटीहरूले अर्गनाइज गर्ने कहिले कहिले हुन्छ नि. So we used to play gigs without taking money. अनि त्यो जुन टिकट उठाए हुन्थ्यो त्यसले साउन्डलाई पे गर्ने यताउति त्यस्तो किसिमको हुन्थ्यो. अनि रातो बङ्गलाको क्राउड यस्तो यस्तो आउँछ. सो अन्डरग्राउन्ड गिग्स हुन्छ नि. कहिले शेर्पा मलमा एउटा भएको थियो हुन्छ नि. शेर्पा मल जुन थियो नि भने शेर्पा होटल थियो. सो त्यहाँको कौसीमा पनि एउटा गिग गरेको थियो हामीले जमानामा. So basically that was that. And so we had this thing. अब हामी जानुभन्दा अगाडि let's just come out with an album and we're all going to disperse. पढाइको लागि सबैजनाको आफ्नो अब first priority त्यो बेलामा पढाइ थियो. अनि त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ we came out with our first album which was called Black Bee and the Flower at that time. And I actually took that name from like if you still त्यो shoe polish छ नि त्यो shoe polish Chinese बट्टा black bee and the flower भन्छ के त्यसलाई. So I took the name from the हुन्छ नि जहिले पनि त्यो हुन्छ नि स्कुलको जुत्तामा polish लाउने आफै लाउँथे. I needed my shoes like really टलक्क परे हुन्छ नि. So basically like अनि त्यसपछि so we came out with that album. त्यसमा चाहिँ basically 9 वटा अंग्रेजी गाना थियो, 2टा नेपाली गाना थियो. सँगै बाँचौँ न र Acoustic 11 which was released in 2011 by SAV Sav त्यो बेलाको हैन. अनि then we didn't really care about it. त्यो album राम्रो गर्छ गर्दैन, we were all gone हैन. अनि त्यसपछि त्यो एल्बममा Acoustic 11 सँगै बाँचौँले like राम्रै उपाय के एउटा मगी टेम्पल भनेर नाम चिनाए. तर like अब हामी we were doing our bachelors अनि like I was like kind of craving inside, like dying inside to play music हुन्छ नि. तर म पढाइमा व्यस्त थिएँ, पढाइको साथसाथै काम गर्नु पर्थ्यो. त्यहाँ पनि मैले ट्राई गरेँ. त्यो समय भन्ने गीत 2005 मा हामीले फर्स्ट अमेरिकामै रेकर्ड गरे हो, रफ रेकर्डिङ. अनि त्यसपछि फेरि रि-रेकर्ड गरे हो यो बेसिकली हैन. So त्यो भइरहेको थियो. So that's the initial phase.
Alright. The initial phase when everybody were there, अब सबै गरिरहेको बेलामा हुन्छ नि gigsहरु पनि गर्नुभयो. One of the most memorable gigs or कुनै याद छ यहाँलाई share गर्दाखेरि?
त्यो बेलाको one of the most memorable gigs मेरो GA हलमै थियो हैन. Back in those days जुन अहिले थमेलमा अल्टरनेटिभ कभरहरु खेल्छ नि, it used to be like underground के. थमेलमा चाहिँ basically like blues बस्थ्यो के त्यो बेलामा. हामीले Pearl Jam 1998 मा like Creed, Pearl Jam यस्तो गर्थ्यौं. अनि Born to Be Wild was like a Monkey Temple signature song हैन. अनि त्यो बेलामा एक्चुअली मलाई याद छ म पुरा स्टेजबाट उफ्रिएको थिएँ क्या दौडेर गएर त्यो GA को स्टेजबाट. I was like really young, like 16, 17 हैन. 15, 16, I think 16 हैन. अनि त्यो स्टेजबाट क्राउडमा जम्प गरेर क्राउडले छोडेर म सिधै तल थिएँ कि. So basically that was one of like a हुन्छ नि like fun memories that I still have, that I still recall.
And now coming back to a point where ups downs सबै भइसकेपछि अहिले आएर फेरि यत्रो धेरै gigs गर्दा र what kind of response did you get and how was the feeling like?
Basically मलाई चाहिँ त्यो बेलामा ब्यान्ड गर्नु भन्दा किनभने we were like group of friends हुन्छ नि. पछि 2-3 जना अरु मेम्बरहरु पनि थपिए हैन. के रे 4 जना मेम्बर चाहिँ स्टार्ट गरे. पछि फर्स्ट एल्बमको लागि चाहिँ there were like 3 other members, Ave, Prasad Manandar, Devash, Gaurav Basnet on keys. So we were like Devashis and Subodh from the older lineup and the original lineup र उनीहरुबाट चाहिँ हामीले album record गरे. तर so when I came back like my challenge was to basically when I came back from States, the first thing I wanted to do was music. But like I had a really hard time because like the members who were already here, like they had their own priorities. I'm not blaming anyone. Like हुन्छ नि अब they were doing their business whatever हुन्छ नि, and they were like not playing music for a long time, so they were like out of touch हुन्छ नि. अनि अरू 2-3 जना बाहिरै थिए, सुबोध सञ्जय अहिले पनि बाहिरै छ अमेरिकामा हैन. So like I had a really hard time, not back in those days. When I came back, that was the time when I think I kind of had to restart the band again, and I had to face a lot of, like, you know, I had a lot of struggling moments with everything त्यो बेलामा, just to keep people intact, because like कस्तो भने यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ के धेरै ब्यान्डहरुमा 2-3 जना चाहिँ फाउन्डिङ मेम्बर हुन्छ के. फाउन्डिङ मेम्बर भने चाहिँ कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने like they have something, they have their name, they have something to like हुन्छ नि hold on to के हुन्छ. अरूलाई चाहिँ I'm not blaming anyone. अरूलाई चाहिँ like they come, they play, if they don't like it, I don't think they really have that that feeling. I'm not saying they don't, but like not more than I do.
Of course.
Only like they have their own priorities, their job, their family, their like whatever, business, anything. Only like of music, like basically 2010 देखि अब 2017 मा Monkey Temple is at the point where like now we're like doing well, getting paid in terms of gigs. So basically like त्यो बेलामा like everybody, they were like struggling as well along with me. So they didn't, I don't know, like they wanted to, at the same time I would say they had their priorities. So not because of personal conflict with few people I think, but like not everyone, but because of different priorities they had to like, there's a lot of members, they were changing. But then like I had Pratap, since like the drummer, like our drummer who's been with me for like almost 6 years. He's the only I think member that I would consider very original right now. But then also like the recent members like Jenny and Dibes, they're really good talented musicians who've been with us for like 2 years now. So and to everyone like who's been a part of Monkey Temple's like, you know, band lineup and through this journey, I'd like to say thanks to everyone for being there.
So definitely यहाँ आएर त्यो कमब्याक हजुरले भन्नुभयो जस्तो इमेजिनेबली टफ नै थियो होला. अनि यहाँ आएर गिग गरेर फर्स्ट गिग गर्दाखेरि त्यो सेटिस्फ्याक्सन कस्तो थियो दाइ?
फर्स्ट गिग रमाइलो थियो, तर बिस्तारै like the competition यहाँ यस्तो भइसकेको थियो कि म आउँदाखेरि it wasn't like back in the days. More competition, more bands, more people, like because back in those days we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have internet. We had to have access to like cassette, like, you know, or like whatever was there. It was more like it's become much easier now with all the technology. Only this, like there were more musicians, there were like a lot of people doing music, different genres, different mentality, different like groups. So it was like a battleground. Like these 10 years, like I would say it was one of the most difficult part of like, you know, like it was really difficult with like bati, like everything like, but thanks to Kulman ji bati आउँदै छ हैन, like it was very difficult. And I've even played gigs like empty venues, empty shows without like not on demand, like being like phone गरेर gig गर्नु पर्यो एउटा, like my friends, thank God I have like good friends, like good connections from St. Javiers and everything, like so like I was just trying to keep the band afloat, you know. Now finally, like I think 2017 and 18 has been like a great, and I'd also like to thank my wife, like who supported me through all this.
Well, it really feels a lot. सबै कुरा नै हुन्छ नि सेट भएपछि अनि लाइक हुन्छ नि back to the ground. तर कम्पिटिसन त नयाँ यति धेरै ब्यान्ड छ, त्यसमाथि पनि म्युजिकली आई थिङ्क people in Nepal are getting really bigger and better जस्तो लाग्छ. How do you look at the scenario now?
Yeah, now यो मलाई त अचम्म, like we recently toured Purva हैन, हजुर यति like the crowd, like proper rock. I think I've turned Purva as the rock capital of Nepal. Purva, Torani, Dari, Dama, Pidamur, like everyone, like well informed, rock music, totally into rock music, totally into like Nepali bands. I think yesto राम्रो छ त्यहाँ हुन्छ नि. I was really amazed. So what I'm trying to say is like अब हुन्छ नि तरान त पहिलेदेखि नै थियो भनौँ हैन. So basically like like I think because of the technology, because of media, social media and everything, because of the availability of like sound, like instruments and everything, it's rapidly changing. On it, stage light, sound, like when we used to perform back in the days, hang about this like there was nothing, no stage, like it was like a DIY kind of gigs, like of course we PA system यताबाट लिएर आयो, ड्रम्स पर्ल कताबाट खोजेर लिएर आयो, त्यस्तो टाइपको थियो. अब सबै चिज अभाइलेबिलिटी छ, like there's more people, like there's people getting informed because of the internet, because of like the world is getting smaller. So basically it's really changing, and in another 10 years I see like bigger picture of this.
Well, looking at the music scenario, you feel like coming next year and getting ready for more gigs and more fun?
It's still not what it should be. I know,
of course.
But like I think it's
gradually in the process.
It's going towards that direction.
Yeah. So it's Radio Nagarik 96.5. I was Nagarikko Motu Voice Preshka with you, and I come to you 3 times a week. Well, as a your time maze, we interact with our guests and we have fun. And actually we talk a lot. एकदम धेरै कुराकानीहरु त छँदैछ, तर त्यो कुराकानीको सँगसँगै अब सरिन दाइको बारे चाहिँ कुरा गर्दाखेरि यत्रो वर्षमा एकचोटि आउनुहुन्छ, यति धेरै प्रोग्राम्सहरू गर्नुहुन्छ, देयर इज अलवेज दिस गुड फिलिङ. मैले अघि दाइलाई पनि भनेको थिएँ, बिकज आउनु बित्तिकै उहाँले गर्नुभएको सो वाज नेपाल म्युजिक फेस्टिभल. सो नेपाल म्युजिक फेस्टिभल 2017 मा. सो दाइ आउनु बित्तिकै अन द बिग स्टेज, what was the experience like?
I was kind of nervous त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ, लाइक किनभने हामीले अब बेसिकली अब यता ब्यान्ड मेम्बरहरूले दिपेश उनीहरूले प्र्याक्टिस गरिरहेको थिए, तर लाइक वी ह्याडन्ट लाइक अल टुगेदर हामीले गरेका थिएनौँ. सो म आएको 2 दिन पछि थियो क्या नेपालमा. 1 दिन हो कि 2 दिन पछि थियो होइन. सो बेसिकली लाइक वी ज्याम फर लाइक 10 hours straight, I think, the day before. अनि लाइक स्टिल अब त्यो 10 घन्टा गरेर मात्र हुँदैन क्या, बजाइरह्यो भने अलिक कन्फिडेन्स हुन्छ क्या, लाइक गिग्सहरू खेलिरह्यो. But then like we were like, okay, let's do it. अनि गयौँ, खेल्यौँ. It was a really good show, like हुन्छ नि. And the sound engineer हाम्रो विनय भाइ is like really, he's got really good ears. अनि so that also matters. So सबै चिज was like, all the organization and everything was pretty good, and like I think we had a really awesome time and really awesome sound playing at that gig.
So the your 2 months ko your interval ma, almost more than 2 months that you were
2 months
November man.
हजुर म खास 1 महिना मात्र आए, 1 महिना एक्सटेन्ड गरे. म December 15th मा फर्किन December 15th I was supposed to return back. January 15th somewhere.
Whoa. Well, you as a whole 2 months ko journey sum up गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ तपाईलाई कस्तो feeling भयो yeah for this 2 months?
अति रमाइलो भयो. Like basically मैले भने नि, लाइक मैले कोठामा बसेर लेखेको गीतहरू अब ठाउँ मान्छेहरूलाई थाहा छ, र उनीहरूले पनि आफ्नै लाइक त्यो लिरिक्स अथवा त्यो उसलाई आफ्नै वेबाट उनीहरू हरेक मान्छे रिलेट गर्छ नि त. त्यसरी गरेर चाहिँ अब पूर्वमा बेसिकली पूर्व क्राउडलाई वान्स अगेन लाइक थ्याङ्क यू गाइज हुन्छ नि, लाइक यु गाइज वर असम. अनि लाइक एभ्रिवेयर दे वर असम, बट स्पेसली अब स्पेसली पूर्व इट वाज ग्रेट. हाम्रो लागि एकदमै राम्रो क्राउड थियो. सो हुन्छ नि, धरान, इटरी, दमक, बिरदा मोड, यो 4 ठाउँमा के अरे वी ह्याड an awesome time like playing gigs.
Well, I'm sure it was a great time together. We'll be waiting for the video klagi on January 13th.
Yes,
most
next
probably.
Video title huncha brand new song. It's not an old song that we're reviving. This is like a totally new song with this lineup. Yo maya nai ho haru pani yahi lineup kai थियो. दिपेश भाइ, जेनिस अनि प्रताप त भइहाल्यो. So basically यो पनि brand new song. It's called जीवनको रेल. अनि we're gonna start shooting the video soon, and it's gonna be out by 13th before I leave. I plan to, and I think I'm gonna make sure that it comes out.
So what does this गीतको बारे अलिकति भन्दिनुस् न, because that's what we'll be looking up to अब.
Sure. गीतको बारे भन्ने कि भिडियोको बारे भन्ने?
दुईटै.
भिडियोको बारे चाहिँ I'm not going to disclose.
Okay, ठीक छ.
गीत चाहिँ अब basically it's got a cool melody, and it's not like a heavy song. It's got a cool melody, but yeah, we have actually tried a very different sound. Not very different, but we have tried a different sound than how we usually sound on this song. We've used our musician like we've used like a lot of reverb, like a lot of different things. And we have like experimented, but we've kept it very simple, and and lyrics is very simple, the song is very simple, but we have experimented with the sound on this song, and I think this is going to be a transition. Like this song will probably mark the transition, like a phase for like another sound, coming up sound for Monkey Temple. यो गीत चाहिँ अब it's about moments, it's about like जीवनको रेल, like यस्तो छ यो गीतको, like यस्तै नै हो समयको खेल, यस्तै नै हो यो जीवनको रेल भन्ने यस्तो छ. Like the rest of the song was like,
well, I was really glad and it was really एकदमै खुसी लाग्यो तपाईसँग कुरा गरेर.
मलाई पनि likewise.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. I wish you
Thanks for welcoming me. Thanks for inviting me.
Best wishes for the new song, new video, and सँगसँगै have a great journey back to Switzerland.
Thanks.
And whenever you come back, so then it's again going to be the same thing, back on track. Hola.
Yeah, 2 months of gigs, making videos, recording. त्यही हुन्छ. अनि अब फेरि बिचमा पनि like I'm gonna try and come out with videos that I'm gonna म आफै बनाउँछु. अनि त्यो चाहिँ म गर्छु होला बिचमा एक दुईवटा गीत निस्किन्छ. अनि यदि फेरि कतै बाहिरबाट टुर बोलायो भने obviously, so continue भइरहेको छ. There's gonna be continuity, like
for music.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you so much again. So your conversation hot seat ma with Sareen Dai, and it was really good. And if you really want to get through of this interview again, हामी YouTube मा हाल्ने छौं, त्यसैले you can check also. यदि भन्दै आजको शोबाट म प्रशकाले पनि बिदा माग्ने बेला भइसकेको छ. Upcoming next is Surit and Presha with the show Food Bandu Pet Full, where they're gonna eat and eat, just eat, and we're gonna watch out. So enjoy with them, Monday. Leaving the last song, Sangai Tabai Kalagi. Bye bye, take care, adios, and keep tuned to Radio Nagarik.